Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to put on my business coach, business consultant hat today, and I'm going to talk to you about customer service. I'm going to talk to you about customer service in the context of reopening your business post-lockdown with COVID-19. Now, even if you have already reopened your business, this is still going to be relevant for you. So don't tune out. And in fact, even if we didn't have a lockdown and a COVID-19, this would also be relevant to you. And I'm going to look at three key themes of good customer service. The first theme or principle I want to talk about is make it easy for your customers to do business with you. If you have competitors who offer similar products and services and you are very difficult and there's lots of hassles in doing business with you, they will go elsewhere. Now, everybody who has opened a business, a store, their offices, has had to put in place some sort of health and safety plan. And you've probably had to submit it to the DTIC as well and get approval. So anybody who goes back to your store, shop, office is going to find things a little bit different than they were pre-COVID-19. You have to sanitize your hands, wear a mask, there's got to be social distancing within the store or the business environment. So it's going to be slightly different. Now, there is nothing worse for a customer than arriving there and nobody knows what's happening and it's a bit of a mess. I mean, you get in there, you can't find the sanitizer, and so you just carry on shopping, and then somebody screams at you because you didn't sanitize your hands. But meanwhile, the sanitizer's hidden away. Or somebody else moans at you because you're walking in a place you shouldn't be walking in, but you have no idea where you can go and there's no social distance markings. So please, when you reopen your business, make sure that your customers know exactly what to expect. Make sure that your staff are educated and know exactly what to do so they can advise customers, so that it becomes a pleasant experience for your customers on entering the store. You may have different times in terms of reopening. If you are a liquor store, you definitely will, but you may also have different times of reopening. Make sure that your customers are aware of your opening times. If you need to use community newspapers or newsletters or notice boards or something so that they know what to expect. There's nothing more awful, I think, for a customer who's been waiting to buy something and they go along to the store and they find that it's closed. So in terms of COVID-19, make it easy for your customers. Make sure your staff know exactly what to do. They're friendly and they can communicate to people exactly what is required. But it's not only COVID-19. Generally speaking, do not be difficult to do business with. It's not going to bring you customers. About 10 years ago, I was working on the internet and something went wrong. So I phoned the internet service provider and they said to me that in having to fix the problem, I would have to go into their offices. They were absolutely adamant it couldn't be done with me at home and it couldn't be done virtually. I had to go in. And I looked at the time and this was about heading towards late afternoon. And I thought, do I really want to go out into peak hour traffic? Then I don't know where the offices are, so I have to sort of find out and drive in peak hour traffic and find the place and find parking. And this was not something I really wanted to do. However, I could cancel my contract from home. So I did. I canceled my contract, took out a new contract with a new service provider, and bingo, I could use my internet 5 minutes instead of having a 2-hour drive for them to fix the problem. So my first principle that I want to bring home is be easy to do business with. and ask your customers, are there things that are hassles for them? Are there things that are difficult for them? And see if you can't perhaps remove them so it becomes even easier for your customers to do business with you. The second point I want to talk about is add real value to your customers. Nobody is coming out of COVID-19 the same way they went in. We have all been changed. We have all been affected. This is a huge experience, and for some people it's been very, very difficult. So consider that needs have changed, values may have changed. Your business exists to provide products and services that remove the pain, that meet the needs, wants, and desires of customers, and that help customers achieve their goals and dreams. These could very well have changed after an experience of COVID-19. So don't assume that everything's the same. Go and ask them. People have gotten into different habits as well. A lot of people have had to work from home, and people who were not at all comfortable with technology have had to learn how to get comfortable. So perhaps your customers would like more virtual or more technological interaction with you. Ask them. During lockdown, a lot of people have experienced home delivery services. 14th of May was the first day you could have your car serviced if you were a non-essential worker and the car was due for a service. So I immediately phoned and booked an appointment. And the place that I take my car to be serviced fetches the car from your home and then drops it off after the service back at your home, which is a big value add because that is a time saving of up to 2 hours. So think about if you could perhaps do some home delivery stuff. Whatever it is, it's a very good time for you to go and ask your customers what they need and what they want and what's really going to add value to their lives. You need to be doing this on a regular basis anyway, because that's just good practice in terms of running a business. But now is a particularly good time to find out what they really want and then to offer them what they really want. Then the third point that I want to talk about is show your customers you care, even if you've got millions of them. This has been a difficult time for all of us. For some people, it's been an absolutely awful time period. There are people who have had birthdays, people who've had anniversaries. Everybody's had Mother's Day and Father's Day during lockdown. Is there perhaps something your business can do to make the customer feel a bit special in some way? If you are in the business of offering events or you offer pampering, perhaps there is something you could do. In any event, whatever your business, there are small, very inexpensive things you can do to show your customer you care. Even a card that just acknowledges what people have been through and thanks them for their custom will go a long way. Human beings love to feel understood. They feel particularly special and warm and happy if they think you get them, if they think you understand what they are going through. I get that as a business you probably have suffered a huge amount during COVID-19. And while you are going through suffering yourself, it can be very difficult for you to think of somebody else's suffering. But it is a small act that can go a very, very long way. So show your customer, think of something, it can even be small, that shows you care. So to recap those 3 points, be easy to do business with, offer real value to your customer, and show your customer that you care. Have a fantastic week.